Hello and welcome, this is Roy at NinjaZilla90, and today I will be reviewing the BanDai Creations Godzilla Giant Monsters All Out Attack JMK King Ghidorah 2001 figure. And I got some things to say about him, so let's get on with this review. And now, here we have the BanDai Creations Godzilla Giant Monsters All Out Attack GMK King Ghidorah 2001 figure right here before us. And all of his golden three-headed kaiju glory, as you can see. And first things first, you can see all his very pretty golden scales going all throughout his body. And we can see the same detail on the back. We see his two big, huge, ginormous wings coming out the side. And we see his spikes going down the top of his head, all down his neck to his back, to all down his tail, to where they get to the barbed tips of his tail, as you can see. And of course, King Ghidorah has two tails, as we all know, just like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, so they kind of have something in common. But anyway, getting a good look at this figure, we can see he has some very, very, very pretty white teeth in there. You can see he has some kind of like, some pretty nice crimson blood red eyes there. And we can see the inside of his mouth is a pink colorization. And we can also see sort of some like some lizardy like texture under his neck, kind of like a snake skin underbelly sort of design as well, if you take a good closer look at it. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this is the first time we see a three-toed King Ghidorah. Kind of like this King Ghidorah kind of like has similar feet to sort of like I would say like a dragon. Well, he is a three-headed dragon, but when you hold him like this, it kind of also looks like chicken feet. So yeah, about that. But anyway, BanDai did do a nice job on sculpting the toe claws there, so definitely got to give it to him. And he does have two claws on the back of his heels as well, so you don't want to get poked by that. But yeah, these figures are mainly made with smaller kids in mind, so there's no like sharp pieces that's gonna poke you with these. But I don't know if these are available anymore, because this is a figure, as you can see, from if I could get that in focus, 2005. And that means that's like practically 20 years ago, because we're like 2025. But anyway, as far as articulation with this figure, articulation is very minimal. And yeah, I said articulation because I like to use ghetto slang sometimes, just to make things a little bit more fun and entertaining. But anyway, the wings can rotate all the way around a full 360 like so, and back the other way. Same is true with the other side, and the opposite way. And we do have sort of like this diagonal rotational cut at the tail, so we can rotate the tail a full 360 that way, and a full 360 the opposite way. So yeah, we only have 1, 2, 3 points of articulation with this figure, and yeah, the rest of this figure is pretty much statue-like. Yeah, No rotation in the necks. Nothing. Although they are kind of flexible, so you can move them like a little bit, but they're not made to be articulated, so yeah, that kind of sucks. It's a little bit disappointing. You could have at least made like articulation cuts where you could actually like rotate like the heads a little bit, but yeah, they didn't do that with this figure for some reason. But anyway, it's still a good figure for what it is, and I'm still glad I have this one. This was given to me as a birthday gift like 20 some odd years ago, so yeah. I was like really young at the time, but I still have this one. I still have a lot of stuff from my childhood, so yeah, I'm probably going to be talking more about that stuff on this channel. But anyway, if I have to give this figure a final score, based on detail, articulation, and playability, and knowing this is a BanDai vinyl, very similar to that of the movie Monster series, if I'm correct, because I never got my hands on any movie Monster series figures yet, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like the older BanDai Creations line and the movie Monster series are kind of like one and the same, because they look practically similar to me. But anyway, when it comes to detail, articulation, and playability with this figure, yes, I do have to give it some leeway because it is a BanDai creation, so very minimal and limited articulation with this one, as I just demonstrated. But anyway, if I have to give this one a final score, I have to give this one, I would say at least a 7 out of 10. Because I honestly think articulation could have been a little bit better with this figure. They could have at least added some swivels in the hips right here, where the hips could have moved, and maybe like the heads rotate a little bit. And if they would have made like more articulation cuts in this figure, I'd probably give it a higher score than what I have. But I think a 7 out of 10 is still good enough for what this figure is. Because I think the detail was worthwhile, you know, especially from a figure from the time that it came from, because this is like predates SH Monster Arts and NECA and, you know, Hiya Toys and stuff like that, so really can't compare to that stuff. So it's just a product of its time. It is what it is, pretty much. But anyway, that pretty much sums it up. That's about everything I have to say for this review. So, as always, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. Your viewership is much appreciated. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out this channel. I am striving to get to 1,000 subscribers and get my public watch hours up. So yeah, hopefully we can start getting some revenue flowing to this channel to help get more figures for review for this channel. So that would really help me out, and it would also help you guys out too, because you get to see more content on this channel. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching yet again. As always, yet again, stay safe, take care, God bless, stay powered up, stay positive, and peace out.